As summer comes to an end, more banks implementing plans to bring their employees back to the office. Just getting a headline a few moments ago from Dow Jones that JP Morgan is telling its trading floor employees to be back by September 21st unless there are mitigating circumstances. But employees must feel comfortable returning, and obviously the airborne transmission of COVID-19 must be absolutely kept to a minimum or stopped. Joining us now is Senseware CEO Serene Al-Momen. Serene, explain to us what Senseware does and how much you can break the COVID-19 spread, if you like, inside.
Yes. So just like you mentioned, Vani, airborne transmission has been shown to be the most concerning mode of transmission of the COVID-19 virus. And we are seeing a lot of different measures being deployed in indoor spaces. And the problem we've seen is that when the threat is invisible and the measures that have been taken are invisible, how do you really know what's working, if it's safe to be in inside spaces? And that's where Senseware comes in. So our technology is able to monitor all aspects of the measures that are being taken to reduce the transmission of the virus in indoor spaces, and alert in real time if they are not working as they should, and just help make sure that around the clock, we're creating a safe environment for everyone. So a big aspect of that is indoor air quality monitoring that we do using different types of sensors to really show how clean the air is and how safe it is.
Right, and in many big cities, air quality was already a little bit suspect in many professions, right? So how does Senseware compete with COVID? How did you manage to upgrade your systems in order to detect a virus, which is slightly different from, air quality?
Yeah, so we are monitoring, we have a set of sensors that are monitoring in real time the conditions by which the virus will be viable and be more or create a risk of infection. So we monitor dead zones, and we can say there are dead zones in these areas of the building. And we do that with sensors like CO2 sensing that monitors how ventilation is working. We do that by monitoring particles in the air, which tells us if ventilation is working, and also if the filtration in the space is working. We also monitor humidity levels, because we know that from the science that you need to stay between 40% and 60% humidity to minimize the viability of the virus. And so we are monitoring all these different aspects based on how the science is telling us, how long, how do you minimize how long the virus stays viable, infections in the air. And then we're letting everyone know, the operators, in real time when we're detecting any condition where you're at more risk to get infected.
Now, you've been sort of on the go for several years. One of your funding rounds, I see, was back in 2015. How has COVID allowed you to scale your business? Have you received many more inquiries and clients even?
Yes, we have been, prior to COVID, known to have a premium product around indoor air quality monitoring and real-time monitoring of air quality. And, just because the fact that COVID airborne transmission is a big concern, and our expertise in that area just allowed us to play a big role in helping a lot of businesses and schools create a system around real-time visibility about the safety of the indoor spaces and creating confidence for people to come back in. So it definitely created a big opportunity for us.
All right, Serene, thank you. Serene Al-Momen is Senseware CEO.